So I did take some time to figure out where we left off, and we're still chasing Mito as far as I can remember. I think it's like we caught up with Jack, who's kind of on his way, except he's not doing very well at all. I started using the Ivy Blood Veil, and that was super crazy. I'm still getting used to it being as slow as it is. But being able to start with a drain attack is freaking awesome. Oh, you're actually here, okay.
I have to thank you again for what you did for Eva.
Ain't no thing.
So, you can make other people's power your own by taking on their blood.
Ooh, give me some.
You'll need strength for the battles ahead. I'll lend you mine.
What do you have? It is Heimdall. Hey, I was looking for that. Or I mean the pieces. I think I have that. I think I have pieces of it. Specializes in highly aggressive melee combat, but its weight allowance is extremely low. So it's Berserker.
It's a bit late for introductions, but my name is Jack Rutherford. We'll be fighting together for a while. It's nice to meet you.
Again. Don't you remember it's me? It's me, come on.
Stopping Mito with our current means will be impossible. We've already lost contact with the fortress.
I already got there, though.
I don't know what we'll have to deal with. We'll need to be careful and react quickly to whatever we encounter.
What? No, it's fine. I can parry, I got this. Ooh, what would you want? I want to say, like, alcohol. Or something, I don't know.
The Jail of the Mists lets nothing go. The barrier that isolates us was made with the Relic of the Brain, the strongest of all relics, and a sacrifice of countless blood beads. That shows how big a threat the Queen and we Revenants are to the world. You don't have to accept it, but you do need to understand it.
Wow, so there might be a successor of the Brain somewhere. And so the successor of the Brain would be ridiculously powerful then, if they can create a barrier that we can't escape. And I guess no other successors can as well. Hey noob, I'll be going for probably about a couple hours, give or take. I do have to try to get to bed at a reasonable hour tonight. And I also have to go to the gym. So there is going to be a I got an early meeting again, and I just hit my 3rd year at the company I work for, and I'm sure they'll, have some fanfare I want to attend. On top of normal meeting stuff, they meet, they have like tiers of meetings, and this is one of the bigger ones, just to kind of go over things. And I tend to not want to miss those. Some of the other ones I've sort of skipped out on. Usually I'm just busy. Yeah.
The current successors are weakening, and since there are few replacements, some reach their limits. That's why Eva took on multiple relics, but their power caused her to suffer more and more. Then you came along, the one who drained blood from the Queen. We thought you were dead. Your affinity is high, and you have the power to calm the relics. You're exactly what I was hoping for. That's why I tried to take you on to the Cathedral of the Sacred Blood.
So he does remember me, at least. That's good. I was kind of hoping it wasn't just like, hey, who are you? Maybe he had died enough to lose them. Well, I don't know. I can't see Jack dying very often, but he could have just died once and lost the memory.
I have to thank you again for what you did for me.
Okay.
The situation is constantly changing. We need to hurry.
It's kind of interesting how the inflection changed between those two lines. Like, so significantly, it sounded like he was trying to do a different voice. And yeah, sorry I have to be so vague with the way I talk about work, but I'm kind of at a point where I just can't talk about what I work on. Them realities of life. Alright, let's, was I in the middle of anything? What about gifts? Warrior... Passive regen. Better regen would be good, but that is passive. Reduces the number of times regen can be used and increases the amount healed. Interesting. Ah, here we go. Greatly increases attack power, but drains HP over time. Faster charge, passive, very nice. Maximum stamina. Fully restores your stamina. Huh. Yeah, this is just a go ham monster setup. Be like rapid fire chugging water today. I need to catch up. I don't want to have such a like obnoxious, like feverish headache as I've had today. It's been awful. Luckily, I've been mostly just writing, like, at work today. I've luckily just been documenting stuff more so than like, which is one of the things that whenever, you know, wherever you work, if you work in a technical position, that's one of those things that everyone ignores, but it's important. Did I try the Neo 2 beta? Nah, after Neo 1, I'm just like, nah. It's not gonna happen, I don't think. Probably not. Man, I went all the way back. I'm not even sure if I died or not, and I didn't get to another missile. That's rough. I think I hit I had a shortcut or two, though. Somewhere. Wait, is that it? No. No ladder. I know I hit one somewhere. I think for Neo, I think it's a combination of an over-resemblance to Dark Souls combined with overcomplicating the mechanics to where I think I'm not convinced that I would like it, and I'm also hearing it's very much like Neo 1 but improved, and Neo 1 just couldn't hook me. A large part of it was the absolutely ridiculous backseating that I got. But, you know, I don't know, like, it seems like the combat felt more like maintenance than actual like flow maintenance, more so than like almost like cooldown juggling in an MMO. Oh jeez, I didn't expect he would go that far. Hey, don't give me that. Freaking Looney Tunes physics. Make me want to try it, though. So yeah, this is one I didn't get yet that I wanted. Man, it's almost like I didn't do anything yet, even though I did go out here. Where's the one off to the side trying to get me? Oh, it's more than one. I'm not sure if I can navigate. I can! It's not line of sight restricted. That's insane. I don't even think that one out in the distance is alive. Nope. Oh, I really got to do a better job of like getting that up sooner, or I could just combo into it. I'm trying to get a lot of Iker really early. I think at some point I could see myself trying Neo, but it would have to be, I'd have to have like nothing going on. Because if I'm going to do another Souls-like, why wouldn't I just do the Ashen DLC, which I'm totally planning on doing? And Ashen was great. I want more of that. Like, with how big the dungeons get. Ashen is so satisfyingly good at capturing that sort of like really long distance dungeon setup. I messed up my... Alright, you calm down. It was really, really good at capturing that Demon Souls style crazy dungeon setup. Out, Jesus. That is some strong shit. I don't even remember what this does. And you can use them more than once, and they don't tell you if you used it, so I don't know what I did. Yeah, like, so the overall, like, general world structure is not so Demon Souls, but when you start going down into, like, the big, deep dungeons, it immediately starts to play like Demon Souls. Giant, I gotta get out of here before I get shot again. It immediately starts getting into these giant, super long-winded, like, I don't know if I have enough stamina, god damn it. You know, don't even know if I have enough stamina to get through them kind of dungeons that are... They're so long that you think you've gotten respite. And then it immediately starts getting scarier and scarier. And it goes, like... I would almost say that they're... Like, some of them seem to be longer than Demon Souls by, like, a large margin. Like, they get very, like, Terror of Latria, like, long-winded, easy to get lost, super gigantic... in the best of ways, where you don't know if you can hold out. It starts feeling like the best emotions from a survival game. Oh, alright. Because you know how Demon Souls kind of makes you desperate the further you go. Like, the longer the level gets, the more hopeless it feels. And they capture that so incredibly well. And I really hope the DLC for Ashen is like that, because it's so good. Now, a lot of the game for Ashen starts pretty easy. It takes a while to pick up. It starts, like, overwhelmingly easy. But then it kind of takes on this, and it's open world too, so it's hard to decide sometimes where you want to go, easy to get lost. The world, I would say, is like, you know how Dark Souls, you can kind of navigate around a bit, but meanwhile, Ashen feels more like very big, wide world. I thought I dodged that. It's kind of, I'm trying to think of the best kind of example of it, like way bigger areas. Like, okay, so an example might be Dark Souls 3 DLC 2 for Dark Souls 3. You know when there's that big area with all the flea-looking enemies? I can't remember what they're called. And there's the big giant towering dude, the dude who normally guards the player boss fight. The Locust, yeah. The one not too far after I'm trying to remember. You know that huge? Okay, I know where a good description. You know where the discarded Dragon Slayer armor is? That big giant open area. Like, chunks of Ashen just feel that big. There are some more narrow, smaller areas too, but not all of it. And then the rest of them feel very much like Tower of Latria, like 3-1, 3-2. Or, I don't know. Little bits of it kind of feel like 2-2, I think. That's really... Like, you know the giant long-winded path? Like, if you don't take any of the big drops, the really long-winded tunnels down to Armor Spider in Demon Souls, very much like that. Wow, I didn't know you could knock them out like that. Oh man, there's some, like, even though Ashen starts really, really slow, I don't want to spoil it, but man, some of the areas where it gets tough and scary and you go super deep is amazing. Some of the areas are awesome. Hey Zem. One of the other things that's really cool about their dungeons is that, so you have a lantern, and the lantern and the light overall is a very, like, pronounced part of the lore, but it's also really important because it's a very pronounced, important part of the gameplay, because there are some super dark areas that... Alright. There are some super dark areas that... remember how people were looking at the lighting for Dark Souls 2 in the network test? And, people were like, "Oh man, the torch is gonna be so useful now. That's gonna be a cool mechanic. Messing around with darkness is gonna be great." And it didn't really pan out with Dark Souls 2, but Ashen, man, holy crap! Oh, I had enough time to parry that. But there, so you can even put down your lantern in the middle of these areas, and that's sort of the small area that you pretty much can fight in, because it doesn't get just dark; it gets fully pitch black, and even you can even upgrade your lantern too. That's kind of an important mechanic. But they don't skimp with making the darkness important. Fears, a scholar where you need torches. Yeah, it's closer to the way that Dragon's Dogma was presented initially. Where, remember how in Dragon's Dogma, like, the night was super dangerous and you didn't want to go out, and they made it look like if you went out at night, there might have been like higher risk reward to it. The dungeons in Ashen are like. Like, the entirety of that concept all the time, and it is nasty. Like, the dungeons in Ashen get grueling. They get, like, gauntlet style. They're just super scary. And I want more. Like, I want them to do a sequel. I want to play the DLC. I think I already bought it. I just haven't gotten around to it. It was like Code Vein was just coming out, and I had to make a decision. Like, what am I going to start with? What am I going to do first? Am I going to do the Ashen DLC, or am I going to do Code Vein? And here we are. And Code Vein, I didn't even know what to make of at the beginning. People were so adamant about calling it Anime Souls that I thought maybe it was... Glad this AoE. That I thought maybe it was either... It would have been one of two things. What did I just... Oh, I cast the wrong thing. Cool. It would have either been sort of watered down, or it would have been just a clone of Souls and nothing else. But instead, like, it's its own very well developed thing, and you know, the core is still there. The mechanics, the basic combat loop is the same, but they definitely carved out their own niche. Like, outside of games like Salt and Sanctuary, where Salt and Sanctuary got the mood right, especially got the mood right, there haven't been many games that can stand on their own and don't just get hopelessly compared to Souls. Remnant might be that game. Lords of the Fallen couldn't quite escape that grasp. Neo, I think, is getting there, but I feel like Neo is almost too shackled. It's a mix of that, like, Devil May Cry Dante style, like, incredible need to maintain the combat flow, like, almost to the point where it feels like work. Combined with, like, having a very formulaic by the numbers Souls application. And I'm only really saying that based on my the experience that I had in the initial beta, as well as the what I've seen for people like Frosty playing it. But you know, more of the same is not a bad thing for people who really like Souls. You like how convoluted New 2's combat was? I think I mean, you know, Street Fighter Third Strike, of course, is a great example of, like, if you have an audience that is into that, going as ham as you can is not a bad thing. Or some of the inputs for Tekken 7 are insane. I don't know how anybody plays Tekken 7. I'd love to play it to be good at it, or reasonable at it even. I'd love to have even like half of my Street Fighter ability, which is almost nothing anyways. But I'd love to have about half of my Street... Oh, this is an invasion, isn't it? Or no, what is this? This is the dude from earlier, yeah. I'd love to have half of my Street Fighter ability for... Where does this even open then? For Tekken 7, because then I'd play and enjoy it a lot. I must have gone back and just said, screw it, I'm not ready. Movement was kind of iffy for Neo 2. Nothing will turn on axis sucks. What do you mean turn on axis? Dodging the game is like playing Dark Souls 2, the base of... well, the blocking is better in Neo, or at least it was in Neo 1. Souls did a really good job of training everybody to have bad habits for all these other games. Where they basically made like weapon blocking garbage in all the Souls games, and then Neo and Neo 2, I guess, both have very solid weapon blocking. And in fact, it's quicker to block after being hit than to roll out, and that trips everybody up. Even the block with this weapon, let alone the heavy weapons, it's better than 99% of everything in Souls. Like a great... Oh my... Really? It's like a great shield block? That's crazy. Man, these guys are 10,000 apiece. That's insane. I need to look at some other builds at some point. I'm so infatuated with the caster style that I haven't been willing to try it. Wait, did it go? Did it go? Come back. That's strange. Yeah, it's probably getting caught somewhere. Slow roll feels terrible. Well, if you can block, then what does it matter, right? They definitely seem to build it around like being some attacks are unblockable, though. They seem to kind of build it around making Silver Garb, huh? Heavier characters in this are just extremely tanky, where that's not necessarily the case in Dark Souls. Silver Garb. It's a blood veil that resembles a suit of armor. I want to try this just to see. Alright, yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's not super suit of armor. It's got some armory pieces, though. Come on, man. No more big giant horribly scary nights, please. Or if I can even get this guy on the side. Yep. Doing a big weapons run right now. Killed an evading executioner in around a minute. That seems pretty good. I bet you got to do a lot of dodging for that. Like the moment she starts doing the slide attack. Oh man, maybe you can block that. Maybe it's pretty easy to block. Did I duck that via my thorn attack? You could send her to hell. Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, considering that she does like some of the other ones do the that sort of like slow crouch, like, oh, I'm winded, give me a second, I gotta catch up. Considering that many bosses do that, I bet you can just crush bosses just doing that. I would say like every big boss so far has had that in some way. You fucking kicked me. Alright, I'll be over here. Excuse me. Oh. You piece of garbage. Need the bloodstained key. Alright. I didn't get him. Oh, I like how he returns to his defensive posture. His, like, guard post. Oh! Almost killed me. Almost knocked me out right there. Oh, well, that's the bloodstained key. Okay. Oh no, I got no healing. Why you gotta be such a dick? So to be honest, I damn near played more Noita today. Like, it's been on my mind. I think the strategy that I'm going to adopt for the next Noita stream is to go as safely down as I can go, as quickly as I can, try to get Black Hole, and start going up again. Like, try to get to at least, like, Ice Caves or whatever. Get Black Hole and a teleport wand, and then go back to the work, and I want to see if I can, so I don't really plan on, I need to see if this is a missile. I don't really plan on fighting anything in the work. I think what I'm going to instead do is start teleporting as best as I can to get the hell out. What's that? Is that a scythe? That looks really promising, but it's also probably super deadly. Let's see what this is all about. That really looks like a scythe. I mean, this looks like it's a trap. This is so a trap. Well, maybe that's not a scythe. I don't know. It would be two if it was. You dicks. It didn't even do anything. Killing me. Jeez, did that do 1,000 for the for Bloodshot? I think it did. Makes you wonder how much damage I'm actually doing. Or what my, I gotta see what my numbers are. Dark is 1017, so maybe. Oh man, is this worth doing? I do have a Vivifier right here. To my right, it seems like a shortcut, though. Oh, man. Tough call. Like, if this turns to the right and goes to a ladder down, I'll be in such great shape. That's a shortcut of some sort, or at least a path. Key? No. So I think I don't know if, I can't remember how many of you guys were in on the discussion, but I think I found I don't know what the best wording is, like a meal prep service to use. I've been looking for basically healthier options that are convenient. Something that's like not fast food and not the same, like get a salad from the supermarket or whatever. You know, with better portions and stuff. And better quality food. And I haven't had as much time as I want, or energy really. Warrior, ooh. And I think I'm gonna take a gamble on one of these random like food. They do basically, they'll like make like reasonable meals, and you could either order them in batches, get them delivered, pick them up, whatever. And I'm gonna try one of them soon, just to try to get a kickstart on eating better, because I've been doing such a terrible job at it. And it's so, like, horribly affecting my health. Why is there another dude? Where did you come from? You got a scarier looking weapon than you normally would, too. Missile root. What is this? Can I just make one? Hold on. Did they do the thing that Dark Souls 3 supposedly was going to get? Hold on. Used returning the last missile in memory without losing haste. Can be used repeatedly. What? Oh, this is the feather. Or, I don't know. Whatever we... Wow, really? That's crazy. Also, I like that they say unlimited uses flat out. Wow. It would have. I don't know if that would be better or worse gameplay wise, but I did think it would be like, you know how in Dark Souls 3 they showed footage where like a dude was dragging a corpse and then they stake him with the coiled sword. I was like, oh my god, are they doing that? Like, because could you plant a missile root? Doesn't seem to be the case, but that would have been cool. I'm not like disappointed. I just was like, oh my god, did they actually do it? I think it's an interesting concept. It's kind of like, you know, in Ori and the Blind Forest, where you can basically, like, you can just save anywhere and then you come back to that location. It would have been like that. Okay, is this just the drain boost? Yeah. I need to hit this guy like a brick ASAP. There we go. I'm looking for breathing on these guys. Figures, yeah. Damn it. I couldn't even roll. It's 180,000 soul or haze, and I can't. I have no shortcuts. I didn't find any shortcuts. Oh, this is real. We have a long way to go. Not quite. So how far was I from that then? No idea. The top of one of these. So if I can get to the top of this tower, I have to like hunt for it now. It's not so clearly visible. You fucker cost me 180,000 missile or haze. Missile. I mean, a lot of missiles. I kind of want to run for it, but everything's so fast. And all the scary enemies are fast. Isn't that kind of interesting how, like, in like a more standard Souls format, all the scary enemies are kind of big and slow. All the bosses. And in this, they just tune it up, except for like Gwen and a couple other enemies, which are slower or which are faster rather. There's so much. Like I mean, I get like 10,000 per enemy kill, so it really isn't the biggest deal in the world. But man, Not like I was grinding for it. Just getting back to where I was is, I guess, plenty. Yeah, that's 1,500 for the little baby guy. That's actually, considering how fast it is too. That's pretty good. I thought I had done it too. So one of the remember how I mentioned earlier, I'm looking at one of those like meal prep services or whatever that'll just make meals for you. See, yeah, completely missed. One of the advantages of that service is that they do all the like very strict dietary preferences meals. So they do like, they'll do paleo, they'll do gluten-free, they'll do just generally low-carb, vegetarian. I think they do vegan. But like many of the different services do. Yeah, I didn't go with Blue Apron. There was a whole bunch of recommendations. A friend of mine uses, it might be a local service, so I'm not going to mention the name. Freaking tried to but a friend of mine, he typically eats paleo as best as he can, because he's got like, so his wife is on AIP, I think it is, autoimmune protocol, and he at least has some manner of gluten allergy. So the most convenient thing for him to do is to order like paleo, which generally is pretty good for AIP. I don't know what I'm doing today. But the foods from this place look pretty solid. And if I can grab, if I can go on the way home from work or whatever, grab a few meals. Let's say, do that twice a week, grab a batch of meals, and they're all, there's decent variety and they're reasonably healthy, then I'm fine with that. And I'm at the point in my life where, like, I know they're expensive, but they're cheaper. They're honestly cheaper than everything that I could do besides McDonald's and making it myself. Because all of the like delivery, like the Grubhubby stuff and Lunch Droppy, this and that. Did this close? All those options are. Oh, this isn't a door, maybe. It's not. All those other options are food trucks, especially. Holy shit. They're so expensive. Dyson, you probably do just for the salt. Trying to take, you're trying to catch up the Dark Souls. But yeah, it's like either, and frozen foods get so boring and just, there aren't that many good ones, and even the ones that are reasonable are still too much in some way. Going backwards. Oh, dude, they've got it. They have a great taco truck that shows up every while or so. And even though I can get a good, hefty, beefy, cheesy thing without anything else mixed in, the tortillas alone, I'm trying to just not go super... Where am I? Like, it's gotta be this way. But yeah, I don't wanna order... you know, food trucks are like lunch is going to be like $10-13. Most delivery is going to be like $10-12. If I order pizza, it's more. If I order Chinese, it's more. And I'm way too exhausted and way too busy to do to just, you know, batch cook shit tons of stuff. And the times when I've done meal prep streams in the past, they leave me dead for a couple of days straight. Crap, I can't even cast it. And they inhibit me too. I had something that was a big giant blast of something. Gift Prowess, Volatile Storm, probably. Didn't cast it fast enough. Three of them. If I had time, if I had at least a little bit of energy, honestly, I could probably scramble a couple hours here and there on the weekends, but man, I'm just dead. I'm mentally exhausted by work lately, and not for bad reasons. I'm taking on much more complex work, and it is braining me. Like, you probably have the same results, just hitting me in the skull with a brick for a while. Oh, there's a missile over there. That's what's going on. Or no, I guess just an aggroed enemy, or I don't know what's going on with this. The red dot. But yeah, I got nothing. Work has been so tough lately. Not even because it's grueling. It's just I've willingly accepted more complex work, and I'm, you know, it's easier than I thought it would be, but it is brain strain for sure. And it's, you know, I want to get home and I want to stream, and I also want to get home and I want to go to the gym, and I can't fit it. That's the way it works, I guess. I guess I should consider myself fortunate, though, that I can consider any of these, like, meal preppy, foodie services. Maybe maybe this is the freaking shortcut. Oh my god, this is that freaking ladder. You fucking asshole. Come here, you. Or go there, you. Let me escape, please. I like how I just went on like a long-ass rant about first world problems. Okay. To be realistic, relative to all the other things that are fucked up, and how many other things people are struggling with, what I got is very petty. But I definitely wish I hadn't screwed myself in terms of, what is even here? I wish I hadn't screwed myself in terms of letting my health get so out of control. Because that's putting a damper on my everything else. So I had a sleep study Friday. Like Friday night, Saturday morning, whatever. And, I barely got more than 2 hours of any real sleep whatsoever. And, part of what I realized is that I cannot get remotely comfortable at all, when I'm sleeping, and part of it is, especially, sleeping on my back, because of my weight. Part of it was just the fact that the bed that they had at the sleep study was incredibly, ridiculously stiff. And part of it was also all the wires and shit that they hook you up to. But a majority of it was I really need to lose some weight. Like, if I can't sleep on my back. You know, I can barely sleep on my side. I tend to sleep face down. I'm hoping they got some decent data from the sleep study. I guess I deserve that. I'm really hoping the sleep study went well enough to get some data. I think I broke him. I think a large part of the sleep study is literally just going to be losing weight. Like, or the results are going to be losing weight. Did I hit this? I don't know if I did or not. I guess I had to have. Yeah, this is kind of looping back. So somewhere around here... Yeah, this is about where I left off. So, I mean, looping back, the whole part of that was that the sleep study made me realize that I really need to make a serious effort to lose weight. And while I've been making progress with working out, it's not quick enough. And honestly, everybody says it. people say, oh, it starts with you just got to eat better. Yeah, that's what you got to do, and to a general degree, that's right. For me, I was trying to get. I was hoping that exercising would give me enough energy to start prepping, like doing better meal prep, but it hasn't done enough. It's been like a net. It's almost been like a negative energy, a net change in a negative net negative on my energy. I'm not gonna drop it though. I'm hoping to not drop it. I've already done 100 and... Oh, I forgot to post yesterday, didn't I? Shit. I think I did. Should probably make that tweet real quick. Let me see. What was my last tweet? Pretty sure I forgot to post. Let's see. November 3rd. Am I even logged in on this account? Yes, I am. Okay. I didn't. That was okay. Yeah. I don't even know what day that is. So 110 on the 3rd. And today's Tuesday. So 111. Alright, let's make it a short post. So yeah, so I get to this dude and I went up and around. So there's loops. What was the point of this? Something goes to the side to a ladder that I didn't go to yet. Oh, it wouldn't have, because this is just the internal missile or whatever. Or whatever it was called. Root missile root? Yeah. So remember how earlier in the playthrough I was kind of thinking somebody was hooked up to like a devil's machine? You know, something to create the blood. Somebody's like strung up. Remember how I compared it to Evangelion? And thinking back, that's pretty much exactly what happens. Fairly quick, kind of unhealthy method where you lost a ton of weight. Not just keto, because I'm probably... The service that I'm looking at does keto. And I'm probably going to shoot for that. I don't want to do fasting. Like intermittent fasting I sort of could do, but I just don't have the energy for it. Like, it's not that... It's more like... Eating that much food requires me to, like, be cut down. Like, I have to, like, shut down for, like, an hour to process that. Especially one meal a day. Damn it. Why are you here, scary douchebag knight? We're about 20 miles, 5 days a week. Such a and calorie diet. I can't do that. I need the energy to think. I can't not function. Also, I can't. Not only do I not own a bike, but I guess I could buy one. I absolutely cannot. My legs would fall apart. I wouldn't be able to get out of bed. That is crazy. Yeah, it's too much. I'm already going to the gym more than I really should. For me, I think one of the problems that I have is that the amount of calories I need to eat to not feel tired doesn't work with just calories in, calories out. Because as far as I can tell, carb intake doesn't seem to be just a percentage of what you eat. Let's say you just scale up a reasonable carb intake. You can't scale it up to as many calories as I would need to eat to not feel tired. Partly because my body is so like insulin fucked that I'm really debating whether or not I should put up. I don't even have them. Crap. Sneak by. My body is so used to doing stupid things with carbs that it puts away food that should be used as energy. But on top of that, you can't proportionally scale a mediocre carb meal up, because I think the amount of carbs is not a proportion of your calories. It seems to be a static amount, and if you pass like 75 to 100 in a day, things get shitty. I'm gonna try camouflaging through this. I think I can probably do it. If they trigger, I'm gonna vivify out though. Definitely should increase your calorie intake. Yeah, you should. Well, I mean, it worked for you, I guess, so I'm not gonna get on your case. I had a time when I was doing, I was working out and damn near 7 days a week, and I was eating 2,000 calories a day, roughly. Somebody had recommended that I eat closer to 1,500 calories a day, which is crazy. And alongside that, I was working out. Like, I would get on the ARC machine, enter in my like weight and age and stuff, the data that they wanted, and I would get the machine to say across about an hour or so that it had basically said, the machine would assume that I had burned anywhere from 1,800 to 2,000 calories. Yeah, the dude who recommended it was crazy. But I would get the machine to say anywhere between 1,800 and 2,000 calories, and still eat 2,000 calories a day, and wondered why I felt like shit for months. I didn't even lose a lot of weight either. And I was strictly measuring my intake. I don't know what was going on. Oh, this is the shortcut that I've been looking for the entire time.
My name is Sarasama, and I will be your new captain. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
The most efficient thing I've ever done, or the most convenient thing I've ever done, is cutting carbs. Well, I guess not convenient. The least convenient, most efficient thing I've ever done. The least amount of effort per amount of weight lost has been cutting carbs. That makes sense. But it's like prepping all the meals and shit is just so much fucking effort. Well, your body will basically just kind of like do stupid things to try to shut down, like. Well, yeah, starvation mode, pretty much, where your body will not give up anything. Like, there's a point where you could basically force your body to not lose the weight it's supposed to be losing just because it is so damn desperate. I don't know what the fuck I just did. Why am I above them? Where the hell was the missile? I'm so lost. I'm like above it. So what did I just do with this thing? Or, oh god damn it, I know where I am-ish. I think I don't even... I'm struggling here. I just short-circuited my brain. It's mostly... I think the biggest thing carb-wise is just that I don't think carbs... They don't scale proportionally. So, like, 40 carbs on a 1,500 calorie diet is the same as 40 carbs on a 3,000 calorie diet, except for it's harder to eat 3,000 calories without incurring that many more carbs. So it's harder to achieve, 40 carbs on 3,000 calories or whatever. Or even 100, if you want to stay at 100 and eat 2,500, 3,000 calories in a day because you're working out or whatever. Even if your focus is protein, it's like damn near impossible to avoid shit tons of carbs. But the problem is that like a 3,000, so if you have, for example, a 1,500 calorie diet and you're sticking to 50 carbs, you don't automatically have an allowance of 100 carbs on a 3,000 calorie diet. 50 carbs is going to still have the same impact on like your blood sugar or whatever, which is so fucking shitty. That's what took me so long to figure out, like, and that's what makes calories in, calories out so freaking bad. Because it basically tricks you to making your body hungry. Because you're like, oh man, I can have whatever carbs I want as long as it fits in 3,000, 2,000 calories or whatever. And it's like, nope. Doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. It just frustrates me. It's gotta be this way. I wish I could make that jump. I know I'd sink like a rock, but I want to. I have no fucking clue what I just did to ladder-wise. I need to go back to the missile. Like, everything's already dead on the way. And just figure out what the hell I did. What did I do? What did you do? Didn't I kick down a ladder? Am I mistaken? Did I just do that and just forget? Like, I look at this map sometimes and I just shut down. I just can't brain it. I can't do it. Thank you, Unzer. Like, I'm desperately lost. Did I go forward or backwards? Why are there dudes here? Man, I probably would go back to the cathedral at this point. I don't think I'd panic as much. Fuck, so yeah, this is where I came into, and this is here. Yeah, and this thing, and then you go down. So what is this even? What did I just do? So I kicked this ladder down. And this leads to something. Where are we? What planet are we on? What year is it? But there's... Oh, it's a staircase. That's some... Hey, this is where I thought I was almost at. This has got to be that one ladder right next to the missile. And this is why I'm sitting there. Yeah, there's another missile too. This has got to be it. You kick this guy down. And we're aiming roughly at the... Yeah, this has got to be it. This is that one ladder I was trying to get to. I hope. Oh, I see the purple thing over there. Oh, I think we fucking got it. Yeah, okay. Ah, that's a hell of a shortcut. And 200,000 of 200,000 pays. Oh, I just realized. So, I can max this out. Never mind. Yeah, I really want this. Yeah. For a second, I thought that was her like signature skill or whatever, and I couldn't move that over. And I was like, oh, because her setup is all like browse around and stay alive and be defensive and, you know. Who else had something like that? Mercury, yeah. Coco's. Maintain focus would be great. It's such a bummer. I haven't completed Caster yet. I don't even know who owns it. I wonder if they were like maybe three like root characters that followed Jarvis, you know, the main character or whatever in the as part of the story. I am super glad that there's like 2 enemies I gotta fight, and then we're back to where we left off. Oh, I gotta level up. You know what? I have Queen Titanium. I have enormous amounts of Queen Titanium. I gotta go back. So I'm kind of happy. Past couple days, I got my formal review for the 3rd year of the place I'm working at, and I ended up getting a really good review, and that'll mean that my responsibilities are going to go up, and my pay is going to go up, and I'm looking forward to that. The pay I'm not really desperate for, but that will allow me to do things like use these wastefully expensive meal prep services and not feel super guilty about it. But what's nice about it is that it allows me to get a chunk of the way towards. I'm looking towards moving towards a more technical position in the future at work, and this takes me a chunk of the way there. And I'm kind of happy about that.
Too, but I was hoping you'd give my strength a try. You've done nothing but help me, so I want to return the favor in whatever way I can.
Have I not talked to her before?
So, don't be shy. Go on and take my blood code.
Yeah! She's evasive. I guess I didn't get it yet. Dexterity-based weapons. Uses devious gifts to toy with the enemy.
Thanks to everyone's hard work, I can offer new weapons. Take a look if you'd like.
Wonder what they're going to be. What do you got?
Buying something?
Well, I mean, not for me, but okay.
Which blood veil do you want to upgrade?
Oh, I kind of, so here's the thing I kind of didn't, I did mention earlier. I kind of like how if you skip through to the menu and the character has nothing new to say, they don't just make them shut up. They finish their thought. And I kind of like that more than some other games where they'll, like, even if you're just skipping your way to a menu, they just, like, interrupt immediately. Like, they just stop. And it's like, I don't mind if the character keeps talking for a second. I don't think anybody does. Queen Titan. And I have so much of it. Why? I'm going to get a big giant boost to everything here, aren't I? I wonder what the max upgrade level is. Queen Tungsten. It requires 2. So there's... I wonder if it goes to 15 then.
What do you want to upgrade?
Oh,
Make sure you get...
maybe Coco can help me out.
I've got a whole new line of stock in, thanks to my Herculean efforts. But seriously, you've made my job a whole lot easier. If you want it, I got it.
These are, I mean, considering how much money I'm making now, that must be it. I guess they must be planning now to say if you hit a certain point and money doesn't really matter as much, start buying all the things. Wow. I guess I'll just buy a shit ton then. Why not? Temporarily enhances physical capabilities and hastens recovery from exhaustion. Wow. Why am I not buying shit tons of this then? I gotta use items more. They're like way better than I thought they would be. Yeah, like these are so cheap. Yeah, I'm behind the curve with this.
You've forgotten almost everything, haven't you? It's been a while since the Queen was dethroned, but the world's no better now than it was then. But if you've got the right attitude, even a prison can be a paradise, so it's all the same to me. Go out there and give it to him.
Damn straight. The position that I'm moving to with work, or I'm hoping to move to, I have to prove myself. I've got like a year to do it. It's a position where if I can get that skill set, I pretty much I can write my own ticket at that point. Should make me pretty valuable wherever I want to work at the game industry. I don't have any plans to move anytime soon, especially with the amount that I already have. Like I have so much to learn. I have so much that it's basically my my playground at this point. Fortunately, I'm not super concerned about what I work on, so long as I'm learning something along the way. And there is, not only is there so much work, it's like it's a ridiculously overwhelming amount of work that I could do. Like I will never run out of things to do, but it's there's always something new. There's more possibility. And work has been super accommodating too. Like, even though I'm not successfully beating my own bullshit yet, like I'm not sleeping as well as I need to. I have enormous self-confidence issues. I'm easily distracted. Even with that, I'm still two things. One is that I'm still doing well enough to get a very good review. And second is that they're accommodating me while I try to get it together. So I'm in pretty good shape. Well, minus, not actually being in shape. I wish I were in good shape, and like, it's all me. I just gotta take the steps. I gotta just beat my head against it until I get through. I gotta stop yawning so much. I'm so tired. I woke up late. So this morning I my alarm didn't go off, and I was trying to figure out why. And when I got up, it was pretty much like I like blinked for a second, an hour passed, and then I blinked again, and then I like took a look around, and I'm like, oh shit, it's already like I'm already late, and I jumped out of bed in like a quarter second, like from like fully embedded in the covers to on my feet, and that like fucked my head. Like you know that kind of feeling like when you're super groggy, where you're like peeling your brain off the sidewalk like a piece of gum. That's what I was feeling. And I have not recovered from it. And I've been sort of fighting off a somewhat headache the entire day. But what I figured out with my alarm is that after the sleep study Friday night, I got home at like 6-ish, 6 in the morning, after the sleep study, barely sleeping at all and feeling like garbage. And so I got home, I had breakfast, and I went back to sleep. And I set my alarm to like a little bit after noon, because I figured I would sleep through the entire day. And I left that alarm to being noonish, so no wonder I didn't wake up on time. And the thing about peeling gum off the sidewalk is you really kind of can't get all of it. You got to come back later with a power washer or something. I definitely felt like I haven't recovered today. Like I'm just not. Argent Wolf Key. That is an interesting key name. Because one of the enemies we fought recently, well, not only is the Argent Wolf stuff all important to the lore, but one of the enemies we fought earlier was the Argent Wolf Berserker. With your old 9 to 5, you used to have such a morning routine that you'd eventually be heading to work and remembering eating breakfast. So I ran out the door in such a hurry earlier that I couldn't remember having locked my door. And then I ended up going home just to confirm whether I locked my door, because I could not remember, and I didn't want to get robbed. So I got to work late, and then midway through lunch, I ended up heading back home real quick, check the door, cycle laundry. I forgot to take some medication that I need to for all the sinus garbage, and I ended up taking that. And then I stopped to pick up a couple of 24 packs of bottled water because I'm super parched, and I was meaning to bring one of them into the office because of the change in the because my desk got moved and I'm further away and I'm getting all dehydrated now. Where the fuck am I? Why can't I move this map down? Why can't you be centered, map? Center my player character. So as somebody who works on UI and who had to address problems like this, you can just like you can have the map bounds exist and just cap the map to the map bound. So like if your character's too far to the bottom, just put your character at the bottom edge of the map. Don't like. What is the point of this? This entire map fits on the could fit in the center, and I can't move it, and that just frustrates me. Like, this map is just bad. This map is bad. It could be better, but it's bad. I literally do this type of thing for a living on AAA games. I mean, not that there aren't things that I do like in it. I mean, I like the breadcrumb, the two different breadcrumb trails that are both useful for different reasons. I like how the map fades in and out based on your height and stuff like that. Like, it does some things that are great. It does a core thing really bad. Maybe they'll patch it to make it better. I don't know. Just as much as the games that I work on, stuff has to slip because you can't fit it. I'm sure they're in a similar boat. So like, I'm not gonna ride them for the one or two things that are troublesome when the rest of the game is so solid. Diablo 2 Overlay had just enough transparency to keep playing. Oh, dude, everybody played with that map on all the time. I almost feel like that was a design flaw in itself. As much as it was good that you could do that, the fact that felt necessary, I'd almost kind of want to dock it for that. So one of the maps that I'd have to look back and think about whether I think it's good from a design perspective. I just went here. What am I doing? I don't know. So this is where I got that freaking key. No. One of the maps that I like, and I don't even know if I consider it to be good or not. One of the maps I liked as a player, I guess I should say. I don't know if I like as a developer. Is the Metroid Prime map. This highly readable, navigatable 3D map. Because doing maps for 3D spaces is freaking hard. I'm not sure if this is up or down. I don't know where the hell I am. Let me go and figure out if this is up or down. Or this way. Okay, this is not where I want to go then, I think. Metroid Prime got a the trilogy got that you know, everything got ported to the Wii with the Wiimote and everything. I'm kind of curious how it would feel to play Metroid Prime 1 and 2 with a Wiimote, because Metroid Prime 3's Wiimote controls are pretty good. The advanced mode was like the other one wasn't so good. Oh, here we go. This is where I needed the key. Okay. I think. Yeah. How many of you guys are alive? That one. If that other one isn't alive, I'll be shocked.
We're running into more of them now. The Queen's gotta be close.
She was part of it. How does she... So is this one of those things like in JoJo where all the stand users are attracted to each other? Like all the Queen fighters were attracted to each other? I knew it. You dick. Crap. You fucking bastard. How could you do this to me? Ugh, I think he fell though. No, he didn't. Is there another one out there? I hear the noise. Crap. That was like most of my HP too. Oh god. That's rough. You think more than... Well, but did they... I don't think they directly fought... I don't think they all directly fought the Queen. I thought the majority of them were to fight the Lost and stuff. Leave this open. Way out in the distance. Oh, he's above, probably. It sounds like it's stuck on the ground, though. The enemy sound. What key do we need for this? Nothing. That's a good sign. Maybe, I hope.
Did you have previous training?
What could this be? Sushi tacos, okay. I don't know how that works. That's the thing. Also, regarding the map conversation, it's really difficult to make maps for 3D games. So, like, I can't... It's hard to be I can't... I'm not, like... I couldn't ever be like, oh, it's Abyssal. I can't ever like shit on people and say, the map isn't perfect, or I'm struggling with the map, and not give them credit for getting as far as they did. Zelda Breath of the Wild did pretty good. Oh, this is a big deal to Ordnet. And there's somebody there, but there's no, oh, what is this? Huh. So, I don't think this is a... I don't know. I don't think this is a part. Like a successor fight. If it is, I'm gonna vivify out. But this is... Oh my... You know what? I just realized what this room is trying to tell me. You fucking assholes. You did it, didn't you? Okay, so feel free to shout out what you... Okay, don't say... Not what it is. Not what it actually is, but what it looks like. Relatively small enemy, probably somewhat lanky, very large, round enemy, big giant arena, pillars in the sides. They did it. You did it, didn't you? Oh, it's Biggie Smalls. It's you know. All right, let's get in there. Cookies and cream, Pikachu and Snorlax. Oh, it's you! Oh, way to ruin the element of surprise.
You know I'd love to stay and greet you properly. But I'm afraid I'm on a tight schedule.
Yep.
What the? And how were they? The humble hors d'oeuvres that I so generously prepared for you.
All of the lost here. They were your experiments?
You're insane.
Ah, the main course has just arrived.
It's very Doom. Mito's English voice actor is pretty damn good. Everyone normally gives it shit for not playing the Japanese voices of the man. Also, if I hit the last 5 seconds, I'll be shocked. Oh, I'm not even using the garb that I should be using. Oh god. Yeah, oh my god, you fucking even did the intro like that. Was that? Yeah, I was right. Not even 5 seconds. 2.5. Even that. I'm like, yeah, they're slow walking. We're doing the pontiff thing. Let me break out my chaos bed vestiges real quick. Alright, we're bringing my A game for this. Is there anything better than Hedgehog Fort? Oh, the numbers are so bad on that, though. Holy shit. Hold on, let's upgrade this a bit. Or I can't, never mind. Alright, cool. Wait, do I have enough? That's gonna get really expensive. Alright. Do I have anything I can equip that's better than this? Better light by a lot. Way worse dark. Yeah, okay, whatever. Fuck it, we'll do it. Do it live. We'll beast mode this. By the way, I've only got 15-ish minutes to go before I gotta bail and go to the gym. Oh, I should probably heal up. Also, I liked that the music, like, I'm glad that they were switching up the music for the boss fights. And it's like such a nice thing. What are we gonna even cast? I can't use the drain thing here. I'll try lighting. Alright, let's go. You piece of garbage, you have to cast. So Smo is a caster in this. Oh god, alright. Alright, we're doing this by the second. I think I got about 10-15 seconds that time. We're improving. So this is a melee battle, I think. Yeah, it's like Smo's like, no, I can't, no hammer anymore. Give me like give me a cannon arm. Ooh, game froze for a second. That was scary. Oh shit, those probably do damage too. Did we make it to 20? Oh, okay, he doesn't have a lot of melee damage. These guys are... Ugh. Doing a bit better. Slightly. Well, sorta. I'm really, really, really liking how the music is picked up with how this is. I can tell this is gonna be. This is a project. This fight is gonna be something else. I'm also glad that they have their own take on the ONS battle. I did not even remotely realize that I had pressed, I had double tapped. I'm so busy fleeing that I'm mashing the left analog stick. I like how they have the smaller enemy is not, and you know, the lighter enemy is not the caster. The light enemy is the melee powerhouse. The heavy enemy is the distance spellcaster. I like playing with those tropes. Oh jeez, alright. Man, I have no respite though, holy shit. Like, even with the fastest weapon that I'm aware of in the game, I got nothing. And, the beast mode, do or die spell is not helping enough. I gotta get it together. I gotta let her come to me, I think. That's the biggest thing. Oh, I love that particular sword attack. That's cool that she has it. The one where they do a thrust that goes to they do a thrust that goes out to that one, where it has like a shockwave after it. That's got some crazy range. Trying to finish up this water bottle. This is such a fun fight so far. Like I'm hoping it continues to be good. It's so tough, and like I gotta, like, the fact that you can't like lure one enemy out and the other one can't get to you. The fact that they have that agency is tough. Not getting a good enough beat on what their attacks are. One of the combos from the Blade, I can't remember if it said Blade Master or whatever her name was. Whatever change is really easy to read, and you could dodge the first one and get the second or third. I need to start doing that more. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but at least I'll get some micro back. Yeah, okay. So that, there's a passive that gives you extra stamina. It replenishes your stamina on a successful parry. I need to start doing that. Oh, you cheesy little shit. Figures. Not gonna let me get out of this one easy, are ya? They cover themselves really well. This is, and the music works so well with this too. The pacing of the fight is so good. I'm not going to last long enough to not die from this ability. Oh, I didn't have enough stamina. Okay, I gotta start doing that. This fight is so freaking good. This is great. Let's see. I probably don't need the drain reading. I gotta figure out what... Okay, so hold on, I gotta figure this one out. I mean, this fight, I would say, like, greatly elevates what you expect from a Soul-style boss fight. Okay, well, let me at least see what it is. I'll get the haste for it in a second. I can't remember who had it. Somebody, I think it was one of Louis'. Something gives you stamina for parrying. Yeah, okay. I need MJ212. I need to know where to get that. I guess I could just switch to his this thing real quick and get it mastered. Prometheus. Do you think it would be quicker to just play with it and just run through an area real quick, or? I only need one. Alright, well, I mean, yeah, feel free to just tell me where to go, if I've already been there anyways. I guess I have like very few actual melee skills. End of memories of the player to those enemies next to last missile. Man, I wish I had more time to grind down this fight. I've got like maybe 20 minutes at most. That's such a cool fight, though. The music being good, too, is just great. It's so rare. Like, there aren't enough good, like... There aren't enough boss fights in games to synergize so well with the music. Even if the music really isn't explicitly lore relevant, it's just a good pace fight theme. These enemies? Where's what was I just using earlier that was crazy good for dark? I can't even remember what I was using. Darkseeker, maybe? The Suicide Spur, yeah. No, it wasn't this. It wasn't Darkseeker. ISIS? No. I can't remember what I was using last time. Artemis. I don't think I wasn't using Artemis. Strange thing, I don't remember what it was. It wasn't Queenslayer. I don't think it wasn't Darkseeker, because I had Blast Bolt and one of the other bolts, like Fire and then Blast Bolt or something. What was I just using? Wasn't Scatach. Harmonia I was using. What was so good about this one? Excellent Dark Gifts. This is it, yeah. Oh, is that the one I needed on the first drop? Well, seems I had pretty good luck. Oh man, after that grinding, I need a beverage. I need to drink some more water. I hope I don't wake up with a headache tomorrow. Tonight I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna get some real sleep. I don't know how. We're doing it. Alright. Yeah, my mind races. I need something to make me stop thinking for a while. Like, that's the only way I can sleep. If I can just somehow manage to get some manner of just like quiet, like mental quiet. I need everything all orderly. And then I'll like sneak in a thought of something I regret or something that I wish I did better or forgot about or whatever it is, and I just can't seem to put it away. God, I wish I could. Oh, I can. Huh. What? Oh, right. Alright, fine. Guess Death Parry is good enough. Do I have anything better than... Oh, jeez, puts me at slow mobility. They all do. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just using the crazy, super hefty, yeah, so Silver Garb is still better than... Huh. Hedgehog Fort would be good if I could upgrade it.
Don't forget... Which blood veil do you want to upgrade?
It's not that expensive yet.
Make sure you get...
And then, this is while you're focused, which means no. I wanna... If I can do one-handed sword master, I can't yet, okay. Better drain while I'm focused. Let's see how this goes. I'm debating whether I want drain boost or lightning buff. Seems like drain boost is the way to go. And if I could do that freaking blood sword, if I could do bloodsucking blades, I'd want to, but I cannot. Ah, dick. Ah, I should only do it twice. You know, enough stamina to do the parry. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's true, and the Blade Master or whatever is what is her name? I know one of them's Cannoneer. Oops. GG PlayStation controllers. She's so much more aggressive. Blade Bearer. Damn it. Did he get blindsided a lot? Well, my character is also a caster. Primarily a caster, so I'm definitely not geared for being rushed down. So I need to make parries work for me. Like, my character, if I can get a second to attack, can do a shit ton of damage. But I need to have that breathing room to do it, which is the tough part. Meaning I could turn around so much. There's probably a really good strategy for this. I'm just a little bit overwhelmed so far. My character is not... doesn't last long enough to iterate as well as I'd like. But, like, whenever you play these types of games, if you do play a caster, there's a whole different approach, and you have to do that well, and is often very, very difficult, especially when there's rushdown enemies and certain bosses. And that's just the way it works. That's not a flaw of the game or the fight. Feels like ONS, but instead of smoke, it's Demon Fire Sage. What combination would this even be? It's almost like it's almost like I'm playing what's a great example? Like a less jumpy version of Ava combined with ooh, getting juggled is rough. Versus like the center fight, or it's like both of those together. Shouldn't swing. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the problem with not locking is I have no access to any of my offensive abilities because they don't turn. Like any of my range abilities. But I don't trust the ability to swing as you turn in this game, or to turn as you swing. Like Dark Souls felt I could be a bit more confident with it. With this one, I don't feel as much like I'll hit as consistently. Part of it is I've been using the bayonet so long, and all the bayonets tend to miss with their unlocked attacks. But the lock behavior, especially the lock change behavior in this game, doesn't feel as good. Dagger fire so bad. Man, they have so much health. Doing a bit better, at least. She has a different ending stance on the on one of the attacks. I did better. I almost got both of them to half. I gotta leave in probably about 10 minutes or so. I couldn't get around the parry. So, your character turns quicker and more automatically if they're locked, it seems. And I'm not quite sure about that, but it certainly seems like it. But like that would certainly make it to where I'm not like dodge, and then parry. Oh, jeez. Alright. Starting to fight right. Backwards again, yeah. If Lobos or anybody does a fight with like a weak ass weapon or something for this fight, I'm gonna hunt it down, because if you could watch this fight like somebody successfully running through it for like 5 minutes straight, that would be like, the music is so good. The music kind of reminds me of what Monster Hunter did with their fight. It's almost like it kind of tells a story during the fight, like the Narga fight was really, really good in that. Like, it takes you on a journey almost. Oh, jeez. He cast almost as fast as I do. Using the pipe, Jesus. I cannot heal quick enough right now. Tough fight. I wonder how easy it is to parry the big guy stuff. He has a really easily baitable attack he does. Like, getting him into the picture is almost better than having the blade bearer out. Not quick enough. I'm pretty confident you can parry this thing, though. At least the backhand. Part of what's going to be tough with this fight is that I need to do a lot of damage very quickly. Because I'm on a timer. To make this remotely manageable, I gotta be on a timer. Alright. I like that. I need to equip, I hope I can use them. Like the bolt bursty attacks, whatever these things were. I can, yeah. Blast bolt. Can I do Firebolt as well? Firestorm. Can't do the Frost one. Just looking through my list. Like, what do I have that's good? That's quick. That's pretty much it. But these are some heavy hitters. Like, they should be crazy chunky. Oh, jeez, I didn't even see her under that. Good luck on. Good timing for them to sync up like that. I think if you successfully parry, you have iframes or something. They just arbitrarily give them to you. A butt stab. Okay, I could probably do one more attempt. I'm getting better, like significantly better. But this is a tough one. Like As much as I'm not planning on streaming tomorrow night, I kind of want to stream tomorrow night just to spend more time with this fight. I'd have to have an amazing day tomorrow, though. I didn't see that. I wasn't looking for it. Whoops, wrong one. I love that he has Soul Shower. He pretty much has Soul Shower. Slightly better. So Cannoneer, I think, has less health because I've been working on him less, and he's already pretty low. 11 and 9. Okay, one more attempt, and then I will have to fucking bolt. The absolute latest I can leave is 11:15. I'll get there, Defiant. I gotta head to the gym soon, but I'm gonna give it one more shot. I'm slowly getting better and better at it. Okay, one more attempt, because that was... I couldn't even turn to do my parry properly. Yeah, we're definitely pushing it for sure. I'll have to rush out. I'll have to go to the gym ASAP, but we'll do it. Oh, hold on, before they fight me. Ooh, that still hit me. Ah, crap. Damn it, I just cannot heal. Considering how quick that attempt was, I'll do one more. No, I'm sure Defiant. Please, can you just not tell me anything about the rest of the game? I'm totally fine with whatever they throw at me. I'm fine with struggling. Like, I have to keep going through this same speech over and over again. Like, I don't mind if I'm struggling. I don't mind if it's difficult. I don't mind if I fail. Like, that's the fun part. The fun part is figuring it out, working out the puzzle. Glad that doesn't do a lot of damage, it just staggers you. Funny thing is, I needed to stay close, you should use a cannibal. Alright, well, at least I'll be desperate to get back to streaming this. If nothing else. But yeah, this is as far as I can go for tonight. I'll be back. It will happen. Just not yet.